My name is Nso Collivan, Nso Rogbe, to complete it, to make it. So I am the CEO and founder of Giving Back Humanitarian Network. I'm also the general manager of Afro Royal Garden Restaurant here in Berlin, Germany.
Okay. I eventually get to find out about what is happening here today. Please, can you tell our audience what is really going on here today?
Yeah, today we welcome the migrants from Ukraine who flee the conflict in Ukraine. So we give them a small treat here. We make a conference to give them an informatic conference for them to get information on the basic necessities for their struggle.
What are the major stumbling block that you think they're going to be facing trying to settle down in Germany here?
The very first challenge that I noticed is the normal racist and discriminating attitude of the authorities. And I mean, putting the Ukrainians first before any other community. Yeah, of course, Ukrainians are affected, but all these guys flee from Ukraine for war purpose. There's war, and if there is war, everybody is supposed to have the same equal benefits. And if they have come here now, it is very, very difficult for them to find the information that they need because they have not been given access to the right places. Normally, they have come, and now they find themselves either hanging around with some families or hanging around in the street, or maybe someone just being picked up and then give them a small shelter. And so they don't have proper information, where to get medical assistance, how to go about with their resident situation, how to get financial assistance. Yeah, how to get financial assistance. It is very, very crazy. And we are just coming in to see how we can help.
But first of all, how did you get in contact? How do you manage to bring these people to this place today? How do you get to meet them?
Yeah, because I run a restaurant and I'm in a public place. And last week, about 15 of them came into my place. That was the first time I was saying migrants from Ukraine. I hate calling them refugees. So seeing migrants from Ukraine come in, and they needed food. And so they have to be fed. And they came here, and I felt so... I was really, really so touched. And I had to go behind my counter and share some tears because of what I saw, what was in front of me. And at that moment, I decided that I have to do something, because you can't see people who are in need, in dying need like this, and you let them just be for themselves. That's why I decided to organize what I organized today.
You are doing your bit, and I know because there are so many Africans living in Berlin who are already settled. How do you think they can be of use, help to this situation? How can Africans contribute to African situation in this right now?
Yeah, every African can contribute to the situation that is going on right now, especially for the Africans who are being marginalized in this particular situation itself. How do they can they contribute into this situation? Okay, for instance, I had the opportunity to receive them into my restaurant, and I decided to shut my restaurant down today. It is my little token that I could give to for the situation, to see how I can better the situation, and to organize a seminar that gives out information, legal information, and that is the only way I could contribute. And I urge every African to do the same. If you meet anyone from Ukraine, anyone who is coming from Ukraine who needs help, please open your doors for them. Even if you don't have space, and maybe you have little finances that you want to help them, maybe you have piece of information that you can give them directories, how you can give them where they can find shelter, where they can find food, where they can find medical assistance. It is very, very important. There is nothing that is too small. There is nothing that is too small. Many of them have flee this conflict coming to Germany, where we are, with absolutely nothing. Some are just coming with only what they are wearing. So maybe even if you have a sweater, you have a jacket, you have some shoes, some are moving with broken shoes. They need shoes. They need clothes. So if you have it's winter time, if you give someone a jacket, it relieves him from some cold. It doesn't mean, okay, if you don't have a shelter to put him in and you give him a jacket, you've not done something. You've done something.
We have various African communities, tribal communities, country communities, and various other communities. Have you had any response from them? Do you see them being active?
Yes. Fortunately, talking to you, I'm the president of Manu Element Cultural Association and also the vice president of Tico Berlin Association here in Berlin, Germany. And when I had this situation in my restaurant, the very first thing I did was go to our WhatsApp forum, our general forum, and I passed the information. This is the situation at hand. But even though it was late when I did that announcement, I had a very positive response from my community. They reacted. And I am still going to push this agenda to them and to see that we also gather the little help that we can to see that we assist them, especially the Africans who are being discriminated in this particular situation. I insist about the Africans. It's not that every other community that is coming from Ukraine does not need help. But I emphasize on the African community, and I am trying to do that is because I have seen my African brothers and sisters being treated like lesser human beings. And that is why I am bent to see that I give them the little that I can give them.
What surprises you more about the whole situation? What is the most surprising thing about the situation that you've seen now?
The most surprising thing for me about this situation is to see human beings being discriminated at a wartime. During a wartime, human beings are being discriminated. People want to enter the train to flee from a conflict zone, and they are being denied access to the train. They are being denied access to crossing the border. That surprises me the most because it is a crisis. And in a crisis like this, you treat everybody equal.
Please, how can we get in touch? How can people want to reach your organization to help you? How can they reach you? Do you have a website? Do you have a mail address or something? How can they get in contact with your organization?
At the moment, our website is still on the making. They're still building our website, but I am the founder of GBHN. GBHN is a legal organization here in Germany, and you can also reach us through a contact number that is 017294987773, and you can also visit Afro Royal Garden here in Müllerstrasse number 52. That's the 13349 Berlin. That is the address of Afro Royal Garden, where I am currently hosting these refugees from Ukraine. So you can always come here, and any information that you want to find out, just contact Afro Royal Garden. If you also type on internet, on Google, Afro Royal Garden Restaurant, you will get information about the Afro Royal Garden, telephone numbers, and every information that you need about Afro Royal Garden. And you come to this point, you will always have information about the refugees who are from Ukraine, those that are at my disposal.
Thank you very much. I appreciate your time.
Thank you so much, my brother.